Stop accepting being treated as invisible. This is the exact difference between being ignored and being treated like a VIP anywhere you go. Do you know that feeling of entering a space and feeling literally invisible? Like people look at you but don't really see you. I discovered what separates the woman who is ignored from the one who is treated as a premium client anywhere. There's a visual code that works in just 5 seconds and forces people's brains to treat you with a completely different level of respect and admiration. It's automatic, instant, and powerful. Today I'm going to reveal the 7 secrets of this code that celebrity stylists have been using for decades but have never been shared publicly. Stay with me until the end because this will completely change how the world treats you. Let me tell you something that completely transformed my life. I also felt invisible in most places. At 38 years old, I would enter restaurants and wait 20 minutes to be served, go to stores where salespeople barely greeted me, and at social events, I seemed like a ghost. That's when I discovered there's an exact science behind magnetic presence. It has nothing to do with natural beauty, money, or age. It has to do with mastering specific visual codes that activate automatic responses in the human brain. I applied these 7 secrets and in just 10 days my life changed radically. Today I'm treated with respect and attention wherever I go, and you can have this transformation too. The V-zone focus, facial magnetism. This is a mistake I see a lot and have made many times, wearing those closed collars, those high-neck blouses very dark, stuck to the neck. It looks elegant, right? But the problem is that this projects shadows on the face, accentuates expression lines and, worse yet, diverts attention from your eyes. When you block the neck and décolletage region, you literally erase your facial presence. The V-zone focus technique works by creating a light zone near the face. It can be unbuttoning the first 2 buttons of the shirt, using a subtle V neckline, or placing a long necklace over a high collar. Why does this work? Because in the first 5 seconds of interaction, people's gaze needs to be directed to your eyes while you speak. The illuminated V-zone attracts the interlocutor's vision directly to your face, demanding full attention. I consciously experimented with this in work meetings. When I wore very closed collars, I noticed people got distracted more easily. When I created the V-zone with a delicate necklace or subtle neckline, I maintained complete attention throughout the entire conversation. A colleague even commented that I seemed more confident and communicative. This ensures you're heard until the end and that your presence is memorable. And tell me in the comments, do you usually wear more closed collars or V-necklines? I want to know your experience. The third-piece shield, the armor of elegance. Now comes something that took me a while to understand, but when I discovered it, everything changed. Have you ever left home wearing just a blouse and pants? I did this all the time. And you know what happened? People treated me as if I had just woken up, like loungewear, because visually it lacks weight, lacks intention. Our brain interprets 2-piece looks as too casual or without planning. The third-piece shield is the solution. Always add a structured, tailored piece over your base. It can be a well-cut blazer, an elongated vest, a trench coat, anything that creates a structured layer. I call this the elegant woman's shield because that's literally what it is. Armor. You take ordinary clothes and transform them into an intentional and sophisticated look. I applied this technique using a structured blazer over a basic t-shirt and jeans. The result was impressive. At a bank, I was served immediately, skipping a line of 5 people. The manager came personally to greet me. And you know what's most interesting? People treat better and serve first those who seem to have taken the care to plan. It's not just my impression, it's proven. Besides, the lapels of the coat or blazer create vertical lines that elongate the entire silhouette. You look visually taller. If you're enjoying these magnetic presence techniques, leave a like on the video. Your engagement helps this content reach more women who want to be treated with respect. Shoulder architecture, the foundation of presence. The first mistake that 90% of women make is wearing blouses that completely destroy shoulder structure. Those droopy blouses, sweaters that slip to the sides, shapeless tops that leave shoulders completely sagging. This happens because we don't understand that our primitive brain, the one that works automatically, associates droopy shoulders with fatigue, submission, and lack of energy. And then, what happens? You become invisible. People literally trample over you visually in the environment. Shoulder architecture is the foundation of all magnetic presence. The technique works like this. The shoulder seam needs to fall exactly on your shoulder bone, neither dropped nor pulled. If you have blazers or coats that are a bit loose, it's worth adding a very subtle shoulder pad. Nothing like those 80s shoulder pads, just to give structure. The psychological effect of this is impressive. Structured shoulders communicate vitality, strength, and readiness. I consciously tested this for a week. On days when I wore more structured tops with the shoulder seam in the exact place, people literally opened the way for me. It seems like magic, but it's pure visual psychology. A saleswoman even commented that I had executive presence. When you enter an environment with aligned shoulders, people instinctively open space. It's automatic and works because you literally occupy your place in the world with authority. If you're enjoying these magnetic presence techniques, subscribe to the channel and click the bell because I post secrets like this every week so you can be treated with the respect you deserve in any environment. The final 10% rule, the polish of excellence. Look, this hurts to say, but it needs to be said. It doesn't help to spend money on expensive clothes and completely ignore maintenance. A wrinkled silk blouse, scratched shoes, lint on clothes. This destroys any authority you could have. The human brain detects lack of care in milliseconds, and you know what people look at first? Your feet. That's right, shoes. The final 10% rule works like this. Invest the last 10% of your getting ready time in polishing. Perfectly pressed clothes. And look, a steamer is an investment that really pays off. Impeccably clean and polished shoes. I have a shoe cleaning kit and a small steamer at home, and this changed my life. Seriously. I tested this by doing an experiment. One week I went out with beautiful clothes, but without the final polishing. The following week, I used the same clothes, but with extreme care in details. The difference in treatment I received was striking. In the second week, I received spontaneous compliments, was better served in stores, and one person even asked if I had an image consultant. An impeccably polished look communicates that you have high standards, and when you demand excellence from yourself, you automatically demand the same from those around you. This generates immediate respect. Before moving on to the next codes, have you ever had that horrible feeling of opening your closet and feeling you have absolutely nothing to wear? To solve this, I created a guide where I show how, with just 15 pieces, you can create more than 150 elegant looks. These are combinations that make people turn their heads to look at you. Inside, you also discover techniques to look visually slimmer and taller, plus specific styling tricks to soften fuller arms, wider hips, or more generous bust. The link to download the guide is in the pinned comment and in the description. The casual authority look, the formula for daily respect. Now I'm going to show you the first complete look piece by piece, color by color. This one is perfect for shopping, going to the bank, resolving matters, being treated as a VIP client. The combination is straight dark wash jeans, that deep indigo, nothing light or ripped. It has to be dark and impeccable. Over it, a white Pima cotton t-shirt, one of those with a more refined touch. And the third piece shield. a structured tweed or wool blazer. The respect detail is in the shoe. It has to be a perfectly clean and polished leather loafer. Remember the 10% rule? This is where it comes in. Why does this look work? Because you're in jeans and a t-shirt, super comfortable, but the blazer builds shoulder architecture. No one will think you just got out of bed. It's comfort allied with unquestionable authority. Let me give you the exact colours. The jeans have to be in that dark indigo blue, like a deep navy, without stains or tears. The top part should be pure white or off-white to illuminate the face and create that clean contrast. The third piece, the shield, is a tailored blazer in navy blue. And look, navy is the universal colour of credibility and trust. It's less aggressive than black, but equally powerful. The belt and shoe both in leather in burnt caramel or coffee brown. Brown breaks the seriousness of navy and brings that old money air. The bag has to be a structured tote in the same colour as the shoe, the burnt caramel. And the metals, jewellery and hardware, matte gold, blazer buttons, belt buckle, earrings. Gold over navy is the most respected combination in classic fashion. Do you wear jeans a lot in daily life? Tell me in the comments if you're going to test this look. The light column look, old money sophistication. And now comes my favourite, the look I promised would make you look old money. This is for important lunches, meetings, or when you need to be the most sophisticated woman in the environment without looking like you tried too hard. The combination is a monochromatic look in a light base, cream-tailored pants with a cream silk blouse. Over it, you add a long-tailored vest in caramel, the respect detail. The silk blouse should have a subtle V neckline, or the first buttons open, creating that V-zone we talked about, and with a delicate gold necklace illuminating the décolletage. Why does this work so well? Because wearing light tones from head to toe is the supreme code of high status, of old money. The long vest creates vertical lines that slim, while the light cream attracts all eyes to your face in a positive way. Let me give you the exact colours. The base, pants and blouse, both in cream, butter or sand colour. That beautiful off-white. And look, wearing light tones on the bottom requires courage and sends the message that you have a comfortable and impeccable life. The third piece, the shield, is a long-tailored vest in camel, that light caramel or taupe, which is that chic greyish beige. This colour over cream creates a soft millionaire gradient. It's very chic. The belt. Either you don't wear one, or you wear a thin belt in the exact colour of the pants, cream, so as not to cut the silhouette in half. The shoe is a pointed pump or loafer in nude, exactly your skin tone, to create the illusion of infinite legs. The bag has to be a structured handbag in caramel leather or chocolate brown, creating a point of visual weight. And the metals, antique gold or pearls. It's pure sophistication. This look is the type that makes people look at you twice, but without being able to identify exactly why. It's silent elegance. Which of these present strategies did you like most so far? Comment here because I read all and respond. The negotiator look, nighttime authority, and to close with a golden key, the look for evening events, dinners, or situations where you need to set boundaries and be heard. The combination is a long-sleeved wrap dress in navy or wine. The respect detail. The dress should have shoulders in the exact place. Remember shoulder architecture. And the natural wrap creates the perfect V at the neckline, the V-zone we talked about. Wear with thick-heeled pumps, perfectly maintained. Why does it work? Because the wrap dress elegantly embraces feminine curves without tightening. Navy is the universal colour of trust and credibility. It's a feminine look, but strong enough to command any dinner table. The exact colours. The main piece is a wrap dress in deep wine, like Bordeaux or Marsala, or dark emerald green. And look, black for evening is too obvious. Jewel tones communicate wealth, maturity, and commanding presence, forcing people to pay attention to you. The shoe is a thick-heeled pump in patent black or nude. Patent brings that extreme polish of the 10% we talked about in Technique 4. The bag is a structured clutch, envelope clutch type, in black if the shoe is black, or gold for more festive events. And the metals, bright gold. Here, jewellery can have a bit more shine to illuminate the V-zone of the wrap neckline. This is the look of the woman who doesn't ask permission. She simply arrives and everyone notices. Conclusion. And don't forget, you don't need a closet full of clothes to be elegant. You just need strategy. If you want to learn how to transform 15 pieces into more than 150 elegant looks, the link to my complete guide is right below in the pinned comment. Download it and stop suffering in front of the mirror. So these are the 7 techniques of the 5-second visual code that will completely change how people treat you. Shoulder architecture, the third-piece shield, V-zone focus, the 10% rule, and the 3 complete looks you can start using tomorrow. The most important thing about all this isn't expensive clothes. It's intention. It's care. It's understanding that elegance is a form of silent but extremely powerful communication. And look, if you made it this far, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell because every week I bring content about elegance, style, and how to position yourself in the world with more authority. Now tell me in the comments, which of these techniques will you start using first? And which look did you like most? And if you want to see more detailed looks, colour by colour, comment down below, I want more looks, and I'll prepare the next video with even more combinations. A kiss, and see you in the next one.